Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Blame It on the Stars, where we give you an inside look at what's going on in the universe so you can blame your problems on the stars. It is Jade here.
And it's Kara.
And this week, we'll be talking all about Venus entering Aries, as well as Jupiter stationing direct in Gemini. But in case you missed it, last week we talked all about the new moon in Aquarius and Uranus retrograde ending. So if you missed that and want to know what happened last week, then definitely check out last week's episode before diving into this one.
And just to give you a heads up, next week we will tell you everything that you need to know about the full moon in Leo and Mercury in Pisces and how both of those transits affect you.
And with that being said, let's dive into the episode. So the first thing happening this week is Venus entering Aries. This will happen on February 4th at 2:57 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that could be February 3rd if you are in a different time zone. And per usual, the date and time are from the website astroseek.com. What you need to know. Venus in Aries is a transit that can bring a very bold energy to your life. This transit will encourage you to take the lead, be direct in what you want, but also lean into spontaneity. Just remember, Venus is in detriment in Aries, meaning that Venus doesn't really express itself in its best way. So this transit can spark impatience or impulsiveness. So just try to be mindful if the fiery enthusiasm gets a little too out of control.
How you will feel during this time, you might notice that you are feeling more confident, assertive, and motivated to follow your passions. Being more independent and self-expressive might also be more of a priority for you, which could encourage you to advocate for yourself or to pursue passion projects.
So where this will show up in your life, in your interpersonal relationships, you might be seeking more excitement and authenticity within those connections, making this a good time to network or to try out new things and let your spontaneity lead you when it comes to making plans. When it comes to your personal style, if you've been craving a change in how you present yourself, this transit does encourage you to try more bolder looks or refresh your overall vibe.
What will become important to you? During this time, you might find that you're more focused on taking charge and being your most genuine and authentic self. This might mean that you are more open to reach out to others, expand your social circle, or even revisit any creative ideas that you have been putting off. This also could be a time where you are more open to sharing things online, whether that's updating your profile picture or finding new creative ways to share things about your life.
If you are wondering how long this lasts, fasten your seatbelts. You will be here for a while. Venus does eventually retrograde in Aries. We will give you the Venus retrograde schedule in just a moment. But for now, just know Venus will be in Aries from February 4th until March 27th. But then again, from April 30th until June 6th. That's at midnight Eastern Standard Time. So could be June 5th. That's when Venus will enter Taurus. And again, we'll give you the Venus retrograde schedule in just a moment.
And per usual, certain signs will be affected more than others. The signs that are most affected by Venus in Aries are Aries, Libra, Cancer, and Capricorn. Personal placements only, meaning Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, or Mars placements.
And since this is a Venus transit, certain rising signs are more likely to find love. The first will be Libra rising because Venus will be in the 7th house of relationships, and then also Sagittarius rising because Venus will be in the 5th house of romance. And again, that is rising sign only. Now, there is only one key date to note while Venus is in Aries prior to the retrograde. That's February 7th. Venus is sextile Pluto, which is a good day for honest self-reflection and for figuring out your true aspirations, since Aries is a very passion-focused energy. And now for the Venus retrograde schedule.
So Venus stations retrograde in the sign of Aries on March 1st, and then it will retrograde back into Pisces on March 27th.
On April 12th, that's when Venus retrograde will end, but Venus will be in Pisces. And then on April 30th, Venus will re-enter Aries and finish out the Venus and Aries transit from then until June 6th/5th, depending on the time zone. We will talk more about Venus retrograde as we get closer to that happening. But the next major event happening in the immediate short term is Jupiter stationing direct in Gemini. This happens on February 4th at 4:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What you need to know is when Jupiter moves direct in Gemini, it can revive our curiosity and it can inspire us to learn new things and be adaptable again. After a period of reflection, you'll find that it's a lot easier to start new conversations, expand your network, and also just pick up on fresh ideas since you're motivated to learn again.
Once Jupiter stations direct, you also might start feeling a sense of relief or even optimism as things start to pick up. You might notice that there's more momentum towards achieving your goals, or also just some more motivation to be social, whether that means learning something new, meeting new people, or trying to see things from a new perspective.
Where this will show up in your life. This energy will really highlight areas involving, as I mentioned earlier, learning, but also communication and exploration. So you might feel inspired to sign up for a workshop or plan on going on a short trip so you can broaden your horizons. Maybe you feel inspired to reconnect with old colleagues. Anything that will engage your mind and feed your curiosity will be fair game.
What will become important to you? You may find that you're more focused on learning new things and growing your social circle. This could mean that you are more interested in attending any networking events, seeking out new online courses, or just embracing your creative side. This could also be a really powerful time for collaborating with others, especially because they can come with some new ideas and see things from a new perspective.
And if you are wondering how long this lasts, you will have between February 4th and June 9th to experience the last of Jupiter in Gemini. On June 9th at 5:02 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when Jupiter will enter Cancer.
Certain signs will be affected more than others. The signs that are most affected by Jupiter stationing direct in Gemini are Gemini, Sagittarius, Virgo, and Pisces. Again, personal placements only: Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, or Mars.
And that is it for this week's episode. Just a reminder, next week we'll be talking all about the full moon in Leo and Mercury in Pisces. So if you want to know more about that, then definitely make sure wherever you're listening to the podcast, you're subscribed with the notifications turned on so you don't miss when we post next week. But until then, that is all for now, and we'll see you all next Monday.